Hi guys, welcome back to my tube. But once you hit that subscribe button, it becomes a tube. So I'm back with another cooking video. Today we're making ugali and omena. How do you call omena? And these sardines. Yeah, this and some vegetables. The vegetables we're using are, as usual, are kales and spinach. So I have my ingredients here. I'm not going to do a lot with sardines. If they're not called sardines, that's okay. So I'm just gonna stick to, no, they're called silverfish. Yes. So I'm gonna start with the vegetables. I have the onions for the vegetables over here. They're already chopped, so it won't be a lot of work. That's why I'm opting to start with it. And guys, as I told you, did I tell you? Okay, no, I don't think I told you. So guys, when I'm making vegetables, I usually use onions, enough oil, and Royco and salt. That's it for my recipe for vegetables. So I'm going to start with the vegetables. Let me just show you. Okay, there's nothing to show. I'm going to use this pot because it's going to be enough for the vegetables. I'll just rinse it a bit. So let me show you. I usually start with the onions. I'll put them all there, all of them, and then after that we put our oil. And guys, be generous with the oil, like extra generous. That is for the veggies. If you want your veggies to taste nice, be very generous with the oil. So if you can't see, I'll just show you from the stove. So this is it. So we're gonna get started on the vegetables. Since they're already like pre-boiled, we're gonna start with that, and it's the one that will be like you can easily warm. So let's just start with that. Yeah, I've started the fire already. These are our onions over here. I used around 3 medium onions for today, and then I've put in the oil. I'm going to get my Royco and my salt ready. In that same bowl that's my Royco and my salt. I'm just getting them ready so that when that is ready to be added, yeah, I'll be back when I'm adding this in. When I said generous amount of oil, this is what I meant. That's a generous amount, because guys, not everyone likes vegetables, like the plain vegetables. So when I'm cooking, I try and make it at least a bit better. So that's why I put this much oil. This is not like how much I put for every food, no. This is how much I put for vegetables so that it's a bit tastier. And then I'll add in the salt and Royco. I'll be back with that part. So at around this point, when the onions are a little bit, when they've whitened, when like it's no longer very red, at around this point is when I'll add my Royco and salt. Because I always feel like when you add it in the oil, it gets mixed in like better. So I'll just add that in there. There we go. Yeah. And then mix. So in just a little bit I'll be adding the vegetables. I'll be back when I've already added them in, because I need both my hands for that part. So I'll be back. So the vegetables are in. We're just going to wait for them to cook. There's that smoke because they were in the freezer, because they were previously boiled. So I'm just gonna let this cook, let it all thaw, and then I'm going to give it around 5 minutes because no one likes overcooked vegetables. And then after that we move on to the silverfish. So these are ready. These are ready. So on to the next. The next thing we're making is the silverfish. And then after that we make ugali. I'm going to set this aside and start on the silverfish. So on to the next. So we're making the silverfish, and to my pan I'm going to add some oil. This one is not very generous, but I'll add some oil, and since the pan is already hot, I'll go on and add the onions. Guys, you know, if you know, you know, I usually put my onions with coriander stems. It just makes the food taste better. So to the pot I'm going to add this. Yeah, so after adding that I'm just going to let it cook, and then I'll be back when it's time to add the garlic. Let me just show you the ingredients I have as we wait for that to get ready. So as usual, on this side we have the garlic, we have the coriander and green bell pepper. It's down. We have the tomatoes. Guys, let me hook you up. For any fish or fish product you have, seafood, add mala or plain yogurt. It makes a huge difference. So instead of water I'm going to use this, and then you have the silverfish itself. So those are the only ingredients I'm using, maybe plus a little bit of salt and a little bit of Royco. I'm not sure about that yet, but so far this is it, and some salt. So let's let the onions brown, and then I'll come back to this part. So the stage the onions are reached right now, I'm going to add in the garlic to help them brown faster. So I'm adding in the garlic right now. I'm using a little bit of garlic because it's silverfish. So I'm going to let that cook again, and then I'll be back when it's time to add tomatoes. In my Royco, a little bit of Royco and a little bit of salt. That's why there's a different color. So I'm going to add in my tomatoes. At this point, I'm gonna cover it up. I'm going to add a little bit of water, very little, to help the tomatoes soften faster. Just a little bit of water, and then I cover it, and then we'll come back to add the other ingredients. What I've added, as I said, it's just a little to help the tomatoes get soft. I'm going to cover it up, and then so I've covered it up, and then when the tomatoes become soft, I'll be back and then I show you, and then you start making the ugali, and that will be all. So for now, let's wait for these tomatoes to cook a little bit more, and then yeah. So guys, now is when I'm adding the coriander and green bell pepper. I'll add them both in at the same time, just to cook a little bit. As you can see, my tomatoes reduced in size. That's what I was looking for. So I'm going to let these two cook. Okay, not cook, just steam for a bit, and then add the fish. So it's time for these. There we go. So I'll just mix this in a little bit. And then add in my mala or milk or plain yogurt, whichever you have, and add it in. And this is the only like water I'm using. I'm not adding any more water. I don't want it to be like stewy. So I'll cover, and then when this softens, it will be time to make the ugali. So yeah. So off camera, I added a little bit of lemon, and this is ready. So let's put the ugali. Yeah, this is ready. Start to the ugali. Same to measure water for ugali. I'm using 5 of this. So guys, this water is almost ready, and I was taught when you're making ugali, you usually remove like a cup or half a cup depending on the size of the cup. Since we have like tiny cups, I'm gonna remove like a full cup of that tiny cup, and then I'll put it after when I've already like mixed the flour. So because this is almost ready, I'm just gonna get my wooden spoon and my kamata, and then I'll start. So I have my wooden spoon and my kamata, and then I'll start on the on cooking once it's actually boiled. So I'll be back when I'm removing the cup and actually start cooking. So my water is boiling. I'm going to take this off, and then sorry for that. I'm gonna take like half a cup because I can't find a small cup. That much water. Put it aside. Get my tomato, and then start cooking. And I like my ugali plain. I'm not gonna add anything. It's just flour and water. So let's start cooking. I don't know if the flour will be enough, but I hope it will. I think it will. Yeah, I think it will. I hope it will. I'm going to do the first round of baking. The first round I usually put a little bit of water, and then the second round, the first round I put a little bit of water and then I cover. The second round is no water, no covering, just to get it firm. So the water that I put away, this one, is the one I'm going to add in there. Make sure it's like underneath the ugali. Yeah, in all places, and then cover. So this will, I come mix in the water as well, the water, and then leave it to bake a second round without water and without covering. So I'll be back once this is cooked. So it's been about 5 minutes. Gonna mix my ugali, and then let it cook for maybe 2 more minutes. Yeah. I just need this water to like cook. Not cook, mix with the ugali. Yeah. So after this stage is where now I won't cover. I'll shape it and then I won't cover it, and then it will cook for maybe 2 minutes. Then I'll shape it. Then after shaping it, I'll let it continue cooking. Yeah. So I'll just shape it with you guys. Yeah. So I'm going to start shaping because all the water is mixed in. So what I usually do is I wet my mwiko, wooden spoon, however you want to call it, and then just start like pressing it against each other. So this is what I'll do once the wooden spoon is like dry. I'll go back in for a second. A little bit. So my ugali is done. I'm going to put it on this plate, but first I'm going to wet my hands because I'm going to flip it. Let me first switch off the gas. I get my kamata, yeah, and then just like that. Take my plate. There we go. And then cover. So we're done. We're done with the cooking. We're done with everything. Now I'll just show you. I'll taste it for you guys, and then I show you. I'll show you how it looks like. Am I happy with the result? Yes, yes I am. Why this big ugali? We have visitors today. That's why. So now that I'm done with everything, even the sink is clear, I'll taste it for you guys and then eat. So that's how it's turned out. That's the portion I'm eating. Not really a fan, yeah. But this is the ugali and this is vegetables and the silverfish. Again, I'm not also a fan of the silverfish, so that's why it's that little. But yeah, I'm going to taste it and then I show you, or I tell you. So yes. So yeah, I have the deli here in my hand. I'll take a little bit of the vegetables and just a little bit of the silverfish. It's nice. I won't lie to you. I'm proud of myself. It's not whatever it's called. Number one, the ugali is soft. The vegetables are like not soft, not hard. They're in between. And the lemon I used in the silverfish just adds a bit of tanginess that I like. So overall, if I have to rate it, it's like 9.5, 10 out of 10. I really like it, especially the fact that the ugali came out that soft and it's ready. It's not soft and cooked. It's soft and cooked. So I'll just finish this piece and then end the video. It's nice. I like it. I like the outcome. My secret for any fish you cook, any seafood you cook, is add plain yogurt or mala, whichever mala you have, sweetened, natural, whichever, it doesn't really matter, but I like it. I personally like it. And then add a bit of lemon, just a little bit of lemon, you like. So yeah, to me, I like it. I enjoyed it, the little I've had. I'm just gonna go enjoy the rest of it. But as for now, that's about it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying up to now. If you want to try my recipe, why not? Just go ahead and try it. I realized I didn't give you guys like enough measurements. So for the vegetables, I used 3 medium onions, a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of Royco. And then for the silverfish, I used 3 medium onions as well, 4 medium tomatoes, 1 green pepper, a bunch of coriander, and 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Royco, and then like this cup or is it a cup? Okay, I don't know what it is, but let me see. If you're using this like half, if you don't want it to be like stewy like mine, use half of it of what? Use half of it of the mala, and then that will be it for that. And then garlic to your liking. I do not like a lot of garlic with the silverfish, but I like garlic. That's why I went for 5 small ones. Anyway, try it out and let me know. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying up to now. Please kindly let's subscribe. We're at 40 now, from 38 to 40. I am grateful. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for watching, giving me 671 views. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. So let's continue. Yeah, let's grow. I see, yeah. So let's get to 50 subscribers this week. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what kind of video is your kind of video. Maybe I'll go through it, maybe I won't. But as for now, I'm going to go enjoy my food and edit the video and probably send it out tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll probably see you in the next video. So bye guys.